Now, I have watched many streams of YouTubers and Twitch streamers making all kind of builds today, and the ones I was more focused on was the point guard builds. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: the 6'3" point guard, the 6'4" point guards are going to be the way for point guards when the game first drops. Now, shout out to JoeKnows for making this build because this is one of the more solid builds for a point guard in the game that I've seen thus far. The 96 driving dunk has gold posterizer but can be upgraded to get the legend posterizer badge with the badge tiers. The three-pointer is 91. That's gold limitless. You have 85 pass accuracy, so you can throw some nice passes. 92 ball handle. You have 91 speed with ball, so I believe you get Hall of Fame lightning launch, so that's going to help you with your speed boost. 71 perimeter defense. This is not bad if you're playing in the pro-am or the rec and you're going to sit in the corner possibly and let your lockdown guard the ball handler. 85 still gives you gold interceptor. There's also an 86 speed, which is a pretty good speed off the ball. Now your agility is 77. That will help you with your lateral quickness and your short burst without having the ball. And an 85 vertical, which is a nice pairing with the 96 driving dunk, especially at 6'3". Now, some things I might possibly tweak. He has a 66 on the block, and that's good if you're playing in the corner. Maybe you can get some blocks, especially with that high vertical. Me personally, I might try to go up a tier or two on the three-point shot and possibly sacrifice a little bit of the driving dunk. But overall, this is still a very good point guard build from what I've seen thus far. This is something related to closely what I'm going to make. I always said I was going to be either 6'3" or 6'4". But one of the big things about being 6'4" is you're going to go up an inch and miss out on the mini marksman badge, which allows you to shoot over taller defenders and get less of a penalty from them contesting your shot. Now, that's up to you if you want to decide whether that inch is worth it or not to miss out on that badge. But I would also factor in what animations and whatnot comes between the 6'3" and 6'4". They may differ. Could be jump shots, could be dribble moves. But the most important thing to me about this build are the contact dunks. The elite contact dunks, if that is even possible. After that, it's the legend badge for posterizer. I need just enough driving dunk to be able to upgrade my badge tier 1 level and get legend badge, and I'm content. Keep in mind you get 15 cap breakers. These cap breakers will come in increments of 5 throughout various points in your rep journey, so you'll get them 3 times and 5 each time you get them. Now keep in mind, weight, wingspan, some of those things are things I might tweak depending on how I want to make my build specifically. But this is the build, an inside out ISO specialist. This is kind of similar to the floor spacing slasher from last year's what I had. So a build like this would definitely fit my playing style. Now make sure that if you're going to make a build, make sure you pick something that fits your own playing style. Because when I was going through looking at these different players making these builds, I found this one, and this is the one I think is definitely going to be more so the meta. If you look last year, I had the 6'6". That was the meta when the game first dropped. So I have a good knack for picking out these things for sure. And I will go ahead and show you the 6'6" point guard that I've seen as well that he also showed. Now, the only major side about the 6'6" builds is that the speed with ball is not as good. You don't get that Hall of Fame lightning launch, and that is a big difference, especially as a point guard if you want to ISO and get around players. Now, of course, this is only a 97, so you have some more attributes to use, but they don't go as high. You see, the diving dunk right now is at 93, the 3-point's at 91, and while you can't upgrade a couple, you don't have as much attributes to work with. I mean, look at the speed right there, 84. On the 6'3" was 86. The agility was a 77 on the 6'3". It's a 71 on the 6'6", and the vertical is at 80 on the 6'6", and was at 85 on the 6'3". And you factor all these things in, and the defense really hasn't even been touched all that much yet. The perimeter defense is a 55 right currently. It was a 71 on the 6'3", and the steal is only a 33, which was an 85 on the 6'3 as well. Now the block is still a 68, but even with all that being said, it still feels like there's a lot missing from this player that was compared to the 6'3". Now, if you want to make a 6'6" build, I feel like that's better off as a shooting guard or possibly a small forward. But if you're going to go point guard, I feel like 6'3", 6'4" is cool. Maybe even 6'5" if you want to be a little bit taller than everybody. Because, like I said, I'm not going 6'2", because if a lot of people do make 6'2" guards, I would prefer to be slightly bigger than mostly everybody else. Or if everybody else is taller, I'd rather be way faster so they have a harder time guarding me. Because if I had that 91 speed with ball, you have that 84 speed, that 85 speed, I should be blowing past you if your perimeter defense is not super high. You're not bullying me up on the perimeter. So this is why I like the 6'3", 6'4" builds so much right now, because in comparison, I think they're just better point guard builds for the game. You have more to do, more to offer, and you can get a bit more defense. You can keep in mind this build is more so for rec and pro-am, but it still should be a very good build in all game modes. Offensively, the 6'3" would definitely be a dog. The 6'6", like I said, is nothing wrong with that build either. It's still really, really good. But as you can see, you just get a lot less. But you do get the height. Maybe you'll be able to shoot over those point guards. Maybe you'll be able to bully them with some strength. But if you're going to go bigger, you need to have some counters. I wouldn't try to make the same point guard as you was as a 6'3", as a 6'6". I might add the post control, some higher mid range, some higher strength, so you could bully those smaller players. That's just what I would do as well. And I would definitely have a high 3 so I could try to shoot over. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful and informative. But until next time, Densky out.